Good morning. It is Thursday today. That means I have 3 miles. 3 miles nice and easy. And we are done for the day after that. That way I can recover, rest up, make sure I am ready to go for my long run tomorrow. Plan for tomorrow is 19 miles. Hopefully that should go well. Man, I am quite tired. I slept absolutely horrible last night. I have not been sleeping great the last few days at all whatsoever, which has not been fun, not been good, but hopefully we can get that sorted out in the near future, because it needs to be much better. But on the docket for today, should be a pretty chill day. Had my presentation, which is a little exciting, so looking forward to that. Looking forward to talking about that. Also wrapping that up, and then I have a class later tonight, my late night class, which you know how I feel about that. But should be a pretty good day today. Sunrise is already looking pretty beautiful. Can't really see it on the camera here, but yeah, we're gonna get into this 3 mile run, keep it nice and easy, wrap it up, get in and get out. So let's get into it. Alrighty, just started the run. It's brisk out. It is brisk out. So, feeling a little chilly right now, but hopefully I can warm up pretty soon. Although, I am only doing 3 miles, so this will be over pretty quickly, hopefully. But, I really need to get this sleep in check, especially with the marathon training. Sleep is so important. And, I need to make sure every single thing is dialed in and in check, because I have some pretty big goals. All right, we're a little over a mile in right now. Run's going well, but I just wanted to take a little moment to talk about how I think right now I am kind of taking for granted being able to do what I can do right now. For over a year, I had an ankle injury which kept me from being able to run, and it was one of the toughest years of my life, and I would have done absolutely anything to just be able to get out there and push myself. And for the past few months, I've had that luxury, and it's been great. It's been absolutely incredible. But I feel that I'm still complaining. I don't want to run today. I got a speed workout today I don't want to do. It's too cold, too early. I don't want to run right now. And it's just crazy, because I would have done absolutely anything to be in this spot that whole year when I was injured. And now
I'm just not taking it. I am taking it for granted. And just being aware of that has been really important. And I need to work on trying to be better. All right, a little over halfway now. We're on the way back. So I like to do out and backs most of the time, but it's feeling pretty good. Run's feeling well. I am looking forward to this presentation today, as I said earlier. Which is a very surprising thing to hear myself saying, given that for the longest time I've always dreaded presenting, just dreaded it. And it's still a big fear of mine. I'm by no means an expert or even good at it for that matter, but I don't dread it anymore, which is nice. And today I'm going to be talking about a few kind of mental health topics which really interest me and really excites me to be able to bring some stuff like that to light. And I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, we are coming up on the end of the run right now. We are at 2.82 miles out of 3. So, gonna wrap it up soon. This was good. This was needed. Now, I just kind of finish this up and then I can just focus on getting ready for tomorrow. Getting my body ready, recovered. I'm gonna stretch big time today. And I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. Looking forward to what I can do, what pace I can hit, what pace I can push. It's an exciting time. All right, just wrapped up the run for the day. It's 3.06 miles. 8:47 average pace, 146 average heart rate. So we kept it nice and easy. That's just what I needed today. And now I get to just focus on chilling, resting, recovering. That's exactly what I need, especially after a brutal night of sleep last night. Hopefully we can be better tonight for the long run tomorrow. But now I got a nice early start on the day today, even though I did try and sleep in a little bit. But I have a lot of time now to prepare for this presentation which I have today, and also a lot of time to start prepping for a quiz tomorrow which I have, and prep for another presentation that I have next week. So a lot of presentations coming up, a lot of preparation to do, but it's an exciting time and wouldn't want it any other way. So without further ado, I'm going to get inside, get cleaned up so I can get started with the day here.
All right, as you can see, some time has passed and we are in the elevator, cleaned up, ready to go, showered, all good. I was planning on actually heading to the library right now and trying to secure a room. That way I can practice rehearsing and going over my presentation. However, I just forgot that today is Thursday, which means it's my laundry day. I always do laundry on Thursday. Seems to just have been working for me So, bit of a change of plans. I threw some laundry in right now, and I think now I'm just gonna have to find a spot in my dorm hall to try and get some work done. I'm gonna have to do some other work right now because obviously I'm not gonna be wanting to rehearse my presentation out loud in the middle of the hallway. So I will probably prep for my presentation next week, get going on the script and outline for that. And yeah, should be a pretty productive morning. I'm hoping after I get done with the laundry, I can head over to the library and secure a room. I'm hoping they're not all taken by then, but we will see. So for now, I'm going to try and find a spot to get going on some work. All right, wrapped up the laundry. Gonna head to the library now. Try and get some work done. Try and prep for this presentation. Hoping I can get a room, but I have a feeling it's a little bit too late and they're all probably gonna be taken. But we will see. Look where we are. Who would have thought? Who would have thought we've been able to secure a room at this hour? Man, pretty sweet. This is gonna be huge. I haven't really had any time today, or even recently. I haven't had a ton of time to just practice, rehearse my presentation, go over it, make sure everything's all good. So this is gonna be super important. I have this for a little over an hour, I believe, so that's huge. Something that I have always noticed that has helped me with presenting, especially because I've always really struggled with it, is just reps and just practice. Like, I would rehearse my whole presentation probably 20, 30, 40 times, like just time after time, repetition. It really helps you so much, especially when you're struggling with public speaking like I have and still am. Just all those reps, it really builds a lot of confidence, and that for me has been the most important thing for helping me public speak, is just to practice. And once you think you practice enough, practice some more, because all it does is it's just building confidence. That's just what it does. And the more confident you are, the more confident you're going to feel when you go up there and speak and give the presentation, and the less you're going to stutter, your voice is going to shake, you might be a little bit more calm because you've been through this so many times. So for me right now, I'm going to settle down right here, get rehearsing, get practicing this presentation, which is in about 2 hours now. So talk to you guys in a bit. All right, that was one rep. Just got to keep it rolling now. All right, rep 2 done. Time to go on to number 3. Alrighty, rep 3 is complete. Just gonna keep it rolling. I think you guys get the gist of this, so I'll talk to you guys in a bit. All right, just wrapped up my presentation practice. Did quite a bit more reps than I showed you guys, but it's super important. And just to reiterate, just building confidence with yourself, with anything that you struggle with. It doesn't even have to be public speaking. I'm just using this as an example because it's something that I've struggled with, and I know is a fear for a lot of people as well. But just building confidence in lower stress situations, like just me being here all by myself, just practicing. There's no pressure on myself to do well or anything, and just really getting a bunch of reps in these low stress environments
it teaches you to become familiar with what you're talking about, it teaches you to become familiar with your speech, and it really just translates to when you actually go out and give the presentation or give the speech in a bit more of a stressful environment. It's going to help you so much. And of course, this isn't going to get rid of all the nerves. It's not going to get rid of everything, but it's going to take a lot of stress off you. And just knowing that you've been able to go over this same speech, same presentation that you're going to give in front of all these people, you've gone over it 20, 30, 40, 50 times by yourself. That's just going to give you so much more confidence. And when you step up there to eventually actually give the presentation, you're just going to feel so much more comfortable and ready to go. So that's my tip of the day. Hope this helps some of you guys out there if you're struggling with this like I am as well. But for now, I am going to probably start editing this video actually, and I have just about 30 minutes until I have my class where I have to give this presentation, so I should have a little bit of time to get started on this. And yeah, so should be pretty good. I will talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, just got a bit of the video edited. My time is about to run out for this room here, so I'm gonna get rolling and head over to class, and I will talk to y'all probably after class. So wish me luck. Hoping it's gonna go well. I think it's gonna go well. Looking forward to this, and see y'all in a bit. Okay, I know it's been a little bit since I've last chatted with you guys. I headed over to my class, had my presentation, asked who wanted to go first, hand went right up there, just because, I don't know, I felt like going first was what I wanted to do in the moment, not because necessarily I wanted to get it out of the way, although it was nice to be done with that. But yeah, talking about this presentation here, it went really good, really well, and I've really enjoyed speaking about what I chose to speak about, and also hearing other people and their speeches, their presentations as well, I thought was fantastic. I absolutely loved hearing other people deliver their speeches and presentations about similar topics as well, because a lot of the time when somebody was giving a presentation, I was like thinking to myself, yep, I relate to that. Yep, I relate to that. I can totally understand what you're saying here. I guess I'm not alone in this. It was really nice to just hear people get vulnerable, really, because that's what we were doing in class, essentially, was just talking about ourselves, what we've been through, and how our experiences have kind of shaped who we have become. And a lot of people, myself included, kind of took that as an opportunity to really speak about our identity and what we've been through and just get vulnerable, which I thought was great and really refreshing. And I really enjoyed that class a lot today, which was really nice. And it makes me wonder, like, if there's any way in the future that I can facilitate conversations like those that we had today with other people about mental health, because that's something that I'm really passionate about and love talking about. It just really makes me think if there's a way for me to do that, a way for me to advocate for people, share my experience in hopes that it would help others,
with what they're going through, with what they're dealing with, just opening up a space and a platform to just get vulnerable and talk about yourself and really just share all these feelings that a lot of us, myself included, have been bundling up for very long periods of time. And it was just a super refreshing class, super refreshing hearing from my peers and my classmates a little bit more about themselves. I really enjoyed hearing the stories, hearing the experiences, and it really just was eye-opening to me to realize that I'm not alone in this feeling and a lot of these feelings, and it was something I really enjoyed. And yeah, I mean, especially recently, I've been really getting into mental health and just loving everything about mental health advocacy, sharing your story, having these conversations, and it makes me wonder if this is something that I would want to pursue in the future, which is, it's a great feeling to have, especially where I'm at right now, where my brain is moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour and I have no idea what I want to do. And it seems, every week I have this new direction that I want to follow, and then it changes and it changes and it changes. And the one constant, at least recently, has been mental health and psychology and having these conversations, these important conversations. And I don't know, it's definitely interesting and something to think about, something to consider. So that's great. But for right now, I am going to, as you guys saw, I'm going to eat this. I'm going to house this down. I'm super excited to eat this. I'm quite hungry and have a feeling this is going to hit the spot. But I do want to chat with you guys again after eating that, similarly to how I've been ending these videos off recently with a little mental health chat. So look forward to that. But for now, I got to eat this burrito. Okay, everybody. I have just wrapped up eating lunch. That was very nice. So, looking at the rest of the day today for me, I have quite a bit of work to do. I have to prep for my class, which I have later tonight. I have to prep for a class tomorrow, start working on my presentation script for next week. And also, I have a quiz tomorrow, so I'm going to do a lot of prep for that. That's probably going to be the brunt of my studying going forward today, mainly because this class that I have the quiz in is one that I've been struggling in probably the most, I would say, out of all my classes. So I want to put a good bit of effort and emphasis and prioritize that today. So I have this room here for the next few hours, and I'm just going to get plugging away as much as I can. So with that being said, I do think I am going to end the video off here. I feel like this video has been quite long, actually. It's probably going to end up being close to 20 minutes, I would say. Probably even longer, actually, maybe close to 30. We'll see. But before I end the video off, I want to talk a little bit today about perspective and why perspective really is everything. And something that I've realized over my life is that perspective and choosing and changing the way that you look at things changes everything, absolutely everything. And it's so easy to do, but so many people still don't do it, and I still don't do it to the degree that I want to do it. And when I say perspective is everything, I don't mean that by looking at everything in this positive light that it's going to fix all your problems. That's not what it does, but it decides and it dictates how heavy these problems feel in your life. And it's all about the choice and the decision that you make and how you want to approach every situation that is presented to you. Now, for me in my life, thinking about being a college student, feeling very uncertain about my future, what I want to do, there are days where I get up and I think, honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't have a perfect plan. I don't know where I'm going to end up today, tomorrow, 5 years, 10 years. And it still stresses me out quite a bit. But something that I want to implement more is trying to look at it a little bit differently. And instead of just constantly reminding myself and really beating down on the fact that I think I'm behind in life, or I feel behind mainly because I don't really know what I want to pursue, I tried to look at it in a completely different way, or I want to try and look at it in a completely different way, in the fact that this is me being early, and I'm not completely lost in where I am right now. I know I'm not completely lost. I've always felt behind these last couple of years, and I need to just accept the fact that I'm learning, and this is all part of the process, and just really try and look at everything and anything through a positive, optimistic light. And trying to think about perspective. Obviously, every situation that you're presented with, you don't get to choose. You don't get to choose everything that happens to you. But you do get to choose how you approach and how you look at all these situations. And for me, at least, something I've noticed is I always look at it in such a negative way. Like I'm never very optimistic or about things, and I really want to be more positive and optimistic, and I want to just change my mindset and my approach to everything that I go about through my life in just an unexplainably, overwhelmingly positive, happy, optimistic attitude, because that's the kind of person that I want to be. That's the kind of person that I want to spend time with and be around, and there really is nothing stopping me from doing that. And yet I still, a lot of the time, am pretty pessimistic and real in a way. It's good to be real, but to a degree, I feel like I need to just take a step back and just hope for the best more, and just be positive more and be optimistic more, because that kind of version of myself where I'm just overwhelmingly, unexplainably happy, positive, that's who I want to be each and every day. And it really doesn't take a lot to switch that perspective into change the way you look at everything in all these situations in life. So I really just need to change my perspective, and all it takes is you just flipping a switch one day and approaching everything differently. And somebody in my class today is a great example of this. Just this overwhelmingly positive, happy, always smiling, optimistic, just great energy and their outlook on life is just so fantastic, and something that I really, really appreciate a lot. And it was emphasized today during the speeches when they spoke. It's really refreshing to see somebody like that, and that's somebody that I respect a lot for just being themselves and just being happy, being positive, smiling, so optimistic about everything. It's just exactly what I strive to be like. And I mean, going forward, I I really want to make the change and just flip that switch. And it might be tough, it might be difficult, it might be energy consuming, might zap a lot of energy out of me, but it's something that I feel will benefit my life tremendously and others around me as well. And I just want to be like that. I'm not extremely content being how I am right now, which is a very, very realist, very, very realist person. And that's a good thing, somewhat. But I think just changing my perspective and looking at the bright side of things is something that's going to influence and benefit my life tremendously, and can benefit others' lives as well. So I think going forward, a good way to try and incorporate this is obviously not just completely doing a 180 switch on your personality out of nowhere. That's going to be too much, but maybe once a day, every situation that you approach, or I shouldn't say every, but any situation that you approach that day, choose one situation to pause, take a moment to reflect, step back, and just think about how you're going to approach it in a more positive and optimistic way. And reframe your mind to thinking about this situation differently than how you would think about it before. Okay, I didn't really know where I was going with that. I've been talking for a very long time, so I think I'm going to call it here. I hope maybe some of that made sense. Some of that maybe inspired you guys to try and look at things through a different lens. I know I'm definitely going to be very conscious about this moving forward. But for now, I'm going to end this video off, get editing on this video, and get going on some work. So without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.